bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. The stream will begin shortly.
All right. Apologies. I have some really good grapes, and I'm eating them in front of you. They're crunchy. You want to listen? See what I mean? I'll try to keep that further away. Victor Wolf, the Heliquin.
Reactor online.
Hey Drax, yes, I'm eating grapes while I'm playing it.
Online.
I know. It's almost offensive, but they're really good. No, they're grapes. So Jennifer still wants you to read a book and record it. And she was thinking the giraffe, the giraffe, the Pelly in me, or the pelican in me. Can you get that there? Or it's a kid's book. See if you could get that locally. The giraffe, the pelican, and me.
Target spotted.
What did he do? He made a mod? Oh, he made a mod for Mechwarrior 5?
Target spotted.
Oh, he made you a moderator on his stream. Huh. Even I didn't do that. Even I didn't do that. Why would he do such a thing? Oh my gosh. Did you warn him or anything?
Airstrike.
What are you going to do with this newfound responsibility? Oh, I better start moving my mech. The world could very well be coming to an end. But at least you'll be comfortably warm in your commando when it does. I just had a sneezing attack before I started the stream. I sneezed like 12 times in a row. Not instantly in a row, continuously, but about a minute or a half a minute between each time. And I get them every now and then, like once every 2-3 months.
Target spotted.
I don't know if some dust just gets in my snozola funny or what. And we just had a really active thunderstorm. Let thunder and lightning come through. I don't want to be hit.
Airstrike online.
Lots of lightning, lots of thunder, and then it started to rain, and then it started to hail. And I've got hailstones that were hitting our cars and windows and stuff that were an inch across. Maybe a little more. Some of them close to 30 centimeters. It was crazy. I've never seen that much. Oh, how's he getting me from clear over there? Wow. Oh, there he is. All right, let's see. Dial down my mouse sensitivity. There you go, buddy. These guys are good pokers. Poking and popping. Yeah, not getting a good shot on anything here. There you go, buddy.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online. Airstrike online. Warning, incoming missile.
Gosh, I'm not aiming well. There we go. A little better.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online.
Did that get Fox? Maybe not.
Target spotted.
Can I hit him?
Target spotted.
We got two of them. Who's
New
this
target
guy?
acquired. Airstrike online. Target destroyed.
I didn't help. Maybe I can do some damage now. Oh, right there, buddy.
Target acquired.
Hotel Hunchback?
Heat level critical.
I should not have shut down there. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Airstrike online. Target destroyed.
Where's that go? There he is. There he is. Come on up again. I better get out of there.
Enter torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Warning incoming missile. Heat level critical. Warning incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Come on. I did my cool shot. Didn't help. Lost too many of my heat sinks. This could be the end of me.
Critical damage. Warning incoming missile. Right torso destroyed. Right arm.
Ah, can't fire without shutting down.
Heat sink destroyed.
Yep. Did almost 500 damage. It's not terrible. It reverted it. You see Big Sky where you are? Big Sky, the TV show, Jennifer and I have been watching it. We started watching it with Jennifer's mom, and she, after the first season, said she didn't want to watch it anymore. Thanks, Dreamest. Hey, Joe Creek. You can throw rocks at the cars people you don't like? Yeah, they'll never know. And she got creeped out by Ronald too much, and she said, I don't want to watch that anymore. I can't stop thinking about that Ronald guy. So we're watching it without her, and it's pretty creepy. When he first met that girl, I told Jennifer, I said, you watch, this is going to be a match made in heaven.
Turn off your stealth, dude, so you don't
Or in
get
hell.
It's not capping with your stealth on. It's M.
No, I mean where you see a lot of sky. Drax. If you just go outside and look up, it's sky everywhere. It's everywhere. If you don't see much, go to the top of a building. I've got big trees all around me, but I can walk out in the street and see lots of sky, or I can go out to the lake and see sky. It's weird because no matter which direction I look or how high I look or low on the horizon, there's sky everywhere. Now, maybe it's different down under because, well, you're under. Maybe you can only see ground when you look up. That would make sense. So yeah, you probably haven't seen the sky much. Oh, I'm a dork. You know, it's true. No one's dropping with me. I started kind of early, and no one's here. I died. My skill rating went up. What do you know? I live in a city too. Do you think I'm like a bohink? Well, Dream Mist, don't be silly, Dark. The Earth is flat. Everyone is on top. Not everybody in Australia. They're on the flip side, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Juice squirted down my windpipe. Dreamer Mist, if you want to come drop with me, all you have to do is say so. And I'll get you on my Discord. And you just have to keep it family friendly on the speech. Because I sometimes have preschool mechs watching or present playing. Yeah, for real. I mean, it looks like I'm a famous streamer, right? Because I can eat on my stream. I never really do this very often. Hey, Kodo.
Yo, yo.
The truth is I am infamous, but not famous. Here, Dreamer, I'll put it in here. Say less. There you go. You'll drop into the landing zone. I'll come up and give you permissions, and you can come down to Ghostland Spec Ops. Let me stop this launch here. I'll get a group going. I didn't quite give you all the rules. The rules are simple, though. I'll tell them when you get in here and see. Create a group. Kodo. Invite sent. Let's go up and find Dreamer. Landing zone. Dreamer Mist. There we go. Right click and roles. Visitor. You are now assigned visitor tags. Come on down to Ghostland Spec Ops. It's underneath interactive media, down below the regular dropships. Because we're hip and cool, we have a whole channel for interactive media. Basically, people who stream can put up their dropship channels there.
Hi.
Welcome, Dreamer.
Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. So the basic rules are simple. Family-friendly speech, and don't be a jerk to people. Other than that, kill as many things as you can. Even if it means team killing, sometimes that's permissible depending on who it is. No, wait, we don't do that. Sorry, I misspoke.
Fair enough.
They sometimes kill me. How long have you played Mechwarrior?
I've been playing for a year now. I think I'm coming up on my.
Oh my gosh,
anniversary.
you're a baby.
I am a baby. I'm
How
still tier
old
5.
in? If you don't mind me asking, how old in real life are you?
27.
So you're a baby. I was right. I was totally right.
I mean, sure.
Compared to me, yeah. I've got a 30-year-old, a 27-year-old, and a 23-year-old, and so they're still my babies. I think, really.
Fair enough.
Let me go make a group. Come over to looking for group. And just so that I don't screw it up, and we do have people of different gender identities that drop with me, female, or is that incorrect?
Yes, female. But
So-
I go by any pronouns except for the big C word.
Well, like cat? You don't like cat?
I was thinking see you next Tuesday, but yeah.
Well, we don't use language like that here anyway, so that'll be fine. That'll just be dandy. Do you know where looking for group is?
Yes, I've entered.
Go there and I shall find you. There you are. Dream Mist is a good name, actually. So what kind of mechs do you normally run? Light, mediums, heavies, assaults? Oh, heavies, I
and
see.
assault.
Okay, that'll be great. I'm going to send you a friend request. I recommend you don't accept it or ignore it. That's the best thing to do, but some people can't help themselves. And now we're ready to drop. I'm sorry, I'm eating grapes. We have these really delicious grapes, and I got a bowl of them. I'll try to remember to keep the mic further away. Okay. Let me get back to...
I didn't even
Ready.
finish loading in, and Rack Daddy sent me a message like,
Oh,
now.
you know Rack Daddy, cool.
Oh yeah, love Rack Daddy. He's a cool dude. I'm gonna pull out my baby.
What's an NCT? I don't remember.
Novacat.
Novacat, okay. I
I have many lerms.
Oh, okay, we'll try to lock some targets for you.
Oh, that's great. I got the Lurm Adder.
Nice.
Joe Creek, I'm sure the Earth is flat because I've watched Stranger Things, and the upside down is on the flip side. That must be where Drax lives, kind of in Australia, because they're upside down. And my dad was a geographer, so I'm able to put this all together on my own. We just started watching the current season of Stranger Things. I think we only got like one episode in. We're watching it with all our kids come over, and I have a big screen projector in our family room, so we kind of close the blinds and darken it, and then we watch it in there together. And then we were watching X-Files remotely with like group watching during the pandemic, but we finally can have them come over again. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you need. Definitely need a notebook to keep track of all the knowledge that literally just oozes out of my pores. I can't stop eating these grapes. They're so good. Well, see, we wouldn't have let our kids watch stuff that scary when they were little. We were pretty sheltering of them on the kind of media they, took in, and games and stuff. And so we didn't let them watch X-Files because some of it was really creepy and gross, and some of it was just scary. But one of our kids had nightmares for a while, and so we just kind of didn't let them watch anything like that. But now that they're older, we make them come watch them with us. So that's kind of like a child abuse too, just adult child abuse. Okay, last grape, then I'm done making squishy sounds. Wow, we're not getting drops. What's the deal? This is terrible. Maybe we need Drax to come in or Joker to come in. What did Dreamer, what did you mean when you said say less? I'm nervous to ask to play. What's say less?
Say less as in, send me an invite. You don't have to say any more when.
Oh, I don't have to like twist your arm to come play. Is what you mean?
Yeah, it's like say no more.
All right, I get you. Is that say less though? I've never heard that phrase used that way. Usually, that's someone in my family saying, "Could we have the short answer, please?" Because I tend to.
Yeah, basically it's like this new generation's way of saying don't say no more.
We don't want to listen to old people talk anymore. Please just get on with it. That kind of thing.
See, I have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
My mom raised me right, and then I started working at a casino with all the rest of the millennials.
Oh my gosh. Do you still work at a casino?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So do you go home smelling like smoke all the time?
No, since COVID, we've been mostly smoke-free. We just have one section that's a smoking room, but it's
Wow. Wow, we have a casino over here. It's not near us. It's like an hour and 20-minute drive probably over on the coast. And we used to go over there for their buffet sometimes. And then the buffet got worse and worse, and we just stopped going. And we don't gamble, so there's no draw there. But the big area was smoke, and it just permeated everything. And you had to get through it to go eat. And then it was like, if you don't like the smell of cigarette smoke, but just by the time you get in to eat, you're like, am I sure I even want to eat anymore? It's so bad. And they had one little room off to the side that was smoke free instead of. Sounds like it's the flip side of what you have.
Yep, it used to be that way before COVID. So yeah,
Wow.
go home smelling like smoke every single day up until a couple of years ago.
Yeah. There's another casino up north we used to go to because they had an all-you-can-eat crab buffet once a month,
Weapons online.
and we would go to that.
I hated
Damn it.
working seafood night.
Nominal.
You hated what?
Working seafood night, it was the worst.
Oh, because we would come. People like us would probably come. I understand.
I mean, everybody would come. Everybody and their great-great-grandmothers would come.
Yeah. Well, king crab is so good.
I've never
Don't
actually
even bother
had crab.
with your thermal vision.
Oh my gosh.
Switch it to night vision. That works much better.
Crab is awesome.
Yeah. Real crab's way better than. I mean, if you just have a little bit of fake crab in something, you don't notice that it's fish as much. But if you're just eating it, then you go, oh, this is not crab. And crab is just so much better. And drawn butter. Hi, Corsair.
Howdy. How's everybody doing?
I saw
Good.
stealthy little things.
I am not doing
you
that
must be
well
doing
tonight,
it
actually.
wrong.
That's unfortunate.
Critical.
Y'all got started early, huh?
Airstrike on.
A little bit, yeah. I need some help, please. I shut down, so I can't even tell you who it is that's killing me.
Center torso critical.
Where are you?
I'm down here in front, Charlie 4, in front of all the enemies so they can shoot me like a doofus.
On my way, Mr.
It's
Doofus.
too late. I'm dead. Never mind.
Oh.
Just
I'm
tell my
sorry.
family I loved them.
Ooh, I think I loved your family before you did.
I think we need to not talk about that then.
target acquired.
So anyway, we would go up there, and I was telling my kids, they were quite a bit younger, and I was telling them as we were walking the big hall down towards the food, and all these people were walking towards the gambling rooms.
I'll bum rush them for you, for your vengeance.
I said, you wouldn't know this from necessarily looking at
New
different
target
people,
acquired.
but some people here are about to lose $100,000, and then they'll be back next week. And they said no. I said yes. And then I grabbed one of the employees and I said, I just told my kids this. Is that accurate? She said, you have no idea how much money people come in here and lose, and then they come back and lose it again. It's just,
Yep,
she said
one
it's,
of my regulars just last night, he won a $14,000 jackpot
yeah.
and proceeded to lose it all, plus the other remaining jackpots that he had won after that.
It's so sad. I had a guy, I mean, if people want to throw their money away that way, it's up to them. But I had a guy who helped me remodel my house for like 3 years. He worked with me, and I couldn't pay him very much, but he wanted to help and he wanted to have something to do.
New
And
target acquired.
and back then, $10 an hour was more than minimum wage. So it's like, he said, I'll work for $10 an hour. I said, okay. So I would pay him, $1,000 a month, and he'd work not full time, but quite a bit of time. And by the next day, he had gone and gambled it all away at a Keno machine, or he'd gone over to the coast or whatever, and it was gone. And it was so sad to watch because he didn't, his teeth were rotting out, and he didn't, have enough to buy good food, and he had money enough to do it if he wanted to, but he spent it all on just gambling it away. And he would always talk about the key thing was, oh yeah, I won $2,000 the other day. So he'd always talk about the wins, but he just didn't really think about all the money he lost over and over and over again.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage. Center torso.
Kaboom. Oh, we're losing. I'm not playing very well tonight already, I can tell. It's not good. Yeah, they'd have great nights and then lose it on another night. Yeah. The guy that I used to work with making web development stuff, I've talked about him before. His name was Fred, and he had like 8 degrees in hard sciences. Super smart guy. Photographic memory. No idea what his IQ was. He wouldn't tell me because he didn't want to have to live up to it. But he just knew everything about everything pretty much. Designed computer chips, the CPUs for AT&T in his head, and then drew them out. So he would sit in front of a drafting table with a drafting arm, old style. Big sheet of paper for 48 hours thinking, and then he would draw for 24 hours. Then he would be done, and he'd sleep for a day and a half. And then or a day. Normally he just slept for 2-3 hours a day. But he would give that to AT&T, and they would do the polish work to make it so they could do a film dye and start etching silicone with it and cut out the layers and stuff. And so when I met him would have been 35 years ago probably, that's what he was doing in the cottage that I've turned into an Airbnb now. We bought our house from him. And he did this in his head. It was the 32 chip for AT&T. So it was one chip, but you could put 32 of them together on one motherboard and have them be parallel processing for a mini computer, which would be smaller than a mainframe, but big enough to blow most things away. And it was, I believe, it was a 64-bit through, all the way through on it. And that's the kind of brain he was. He designed lasers for spectrophysics, and he designed, actually, Dreamer, you might be interested. You might even have this. I don't know. His nephew wanted to do a business with facial recognition. This was probably 5-6 years before Fred died, and he went to Fred and said, "Hey, can you design the hardware and software to do this facial recognition?" So Fred said, "Sure, I can do that." And so he put together a system for him, and it basically used 3 ultra high res, probably 8K or maybe 32K cameras. I'm not really sure what the res was on the sensor. They used a fisheye lens, and they could pick up everything 360 degrees around them, and they'd put them in the ceiling. And then he designed the software also to take that, do facial recognition on it, and then spit out who the people were based on whatever data that was fed into it for facial, stuff. I'm sure he found multiple ways to get that. So as a test, there was I think it was Sarah Palin. This was back when Sarah Palin was running for vice president or something like that. Came into town for something as a speaker. I don't think she was in there as a political rally. She was just in as some speaker for something at the big Holt Center down in Eugene, which is a big concert hall. And the FBI wanted him to do a test of his system to see if it could capture the faces and license plates of a list of 110 people that they thought might be coming to the thing. And so they set up one camera in the room and one camera at each entrance to the parkades and stuff. And they had all of the people recognized positively within half a second of them getting to start to turn into the parking area. And so the FBI said, oh, okay, well, this is cool. Can we set this up at airports? And they said, sure. So they started putting airport systems in, but their main product was designed for casinos. So they have it in all the casinos here on the West Coast, at least 4 or 5 that I knew of at the time that they were installing them. And I don't know where else they were selling them. But he would basically go in and supervise hooking up the system, stay there for a week, and play the slots. He would normally play poker. He was really good at poker. He said he used to be able to know what everybody had. But he said he's gotten old enough now that when it gets really sleepy, he can't quite keep track, but he can still keep track enough to get to the final table and usually win. It's like so ridiculous. And then so he made like $25,000 just part-time poker tabling as he was doing these installs, and he just donated all that to charity in a year, right? So each year he was giving all his proceeds away to charities. But he enjoyed doing that. But just a super smart guy, and he I think on some of the Indian reservations, they put, they own they own a bunch of land, not just the casino, right? So as soon as you get into their land at a stoplight, he would put a camera there. So they knew everybody who came onto their land through the main roads before they ever got to the casino or not. It was crazy.
That is crazy technology. I don't think we have any of that nonsense.
Well, it's certainly available.
I mean, we're a small casino.
How small?
We have about 1,700 games, I think.
I don't think that's any. I'll bet that's bigger than the ones that. Of course, they were over here. Three Rivers Casino on the Susela River by Florence is not a very big casino, and they have that system in. So does Seven Feathers, and so there's another one down in Newport that has it in. And I don't really know any more than that. I know that he installed it in multiple places. But basically, he didn't have to do anything. He just went there and made sure they ran the cables correctly and put the cameras in the right places, booted the system up, and then he just stood there, basically stayed and ate for free and played poker while they learned to use the system if they needed any help or something. But he was just there in case. But it all worked because he wrote it and he built it. He knew it worked. But they felt better knowing he was going to be there, and they paid for him to be there.
That is really neat. Yeah, no, I don't think we have any of that stuff, because I think we'd have a lot less excludes coming in and out if that were the case.
A lot less what?
excludes, like people who are banned from the casino.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you'd pick them up right away and know that they were back. And the people that you exclude, is it usually because they're card counters, or like what games do they play that you don't want them to play?
It's usually people who make a scene or deal drugs in the casino, stuff like that.
Yeah. They might murder somebody back in the lavatory or something like that. Yeah.
Something,
Sketchy
or they
people.
get drunk or they're like a violent drunk or something.
Right. He said he used to work for some casinos down in Vegas and design slot machines. And so when you work, of course, you're not allowed to gamble there. But he designed the slot machines for a bunch of casinos down there and maintained them and stuff like that. And then he got out of that because he was really about doing other things. And he and a buddy built a 8-bit computer back before Apples were available, Apple PCs, the original Apples. And they were trying to sell them to businesses that needed a business machine. These had 8-inch floppy disks on them. You're too young to know what all this stuff is.
No floppy disks are.
An 8-inch floppy? Ever seen an 8-inch floppy?
Probably.
They're like, as big as your head. They're really big. And they don't score.
I saw the smaller ones.
Yeah, they don't store very much, but that's what the state of the art was back then. Anyway, they built this machine they were going to sell for $5,000 that competed with a $50,000. Was it Tektronix maybe? Graphics workstations and standalone PCs, and they went up to. Maybe it was Spectrophysics. No, I can't remember. They went up to this company and to sell them, and they did kind of a dog and pony show to show off their thing that was going to cost $5,000 each. And the company said, "Great, we'll take 500 of them or 200 of them or something like that." And they said, "Oh," and that put them out of business because there was no way they could fulfill that many in any kind of time frame. It was priced too cheap, and they couldn't produce it that fast. So he was always getting something going that, either worked fantastically or it was too good and screwed him up. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to not be terrible this time. Guys, we have 2 learn boats with us at least, so do hit R to lock on targets, please, so we can do maximum damage with minimum damage to ourselves.
Oof, I switched to my Marauder, so less lerms.
Oh, maybe we don't have 2
better
lerms.
when you spot your own target, though.
Well, sure, but having lerms with a target is better than them having no target.
Target spotted.
Corsair, how you doing tonight?
All right. Hanging in there. Just
Are you?
watching that show Sandman and realized
yeah.
how late it's gotten.
Are you over the trauma of last night's Mechwarrior 5 drop?
Almost. I'm still working on that.
Yeah, I bet.
Target acquired.
I'm coming up behind you a little bit.
Ooh, you got a narker for the Worm Boys.
New target acquired.
Echo Direwolf. Watch it. There's 3 of them there.
Target spotted.
We got to watch our left flank a little bit here.
Oh, that's a tree.
You shot that tree?
Yes, I'm
Did
sorry.
you get that
You're
tree real
obvious-
good?
Yeah, he got it really good. He put a little heart shape in it with his laser.
Target spotted.
Be the
That's
first
fine.
thing I'd do if I owned a mech.
Cut down the tree.
We got 3 on our right, Corsair, behind the rock here.
No, not cut down a tree, but, laser a heart into it.
Need help at Hotel 8. There's 3 of them here. 4, 5, 6.
Affirmative.
Critical.
Making my way around the rock.
Let's go around and push on their
Atlas
flank a little
coming
bit.
up.
Target spotted.
I am way too close to the action here, with no way to get away.
I think we're all stuck behind this rock.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, we are. Need help with the Annihilator, please?
Left torso critical damage.
Don't
I
move
just
yet,
ran into the
Atlas.
middle of them.
Holy cow. This is bad, bad, bad. Got one here. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Center torso critical
My
damage.
CT's about to go.
Left torso.
I'm down. Ah, should not have gone in there that closely. Why did I follow you, Corsair? What were you thinking?
I
You
was
started
trying to
following
get out
me,
behind
and
the
then
rock.
you went past me, and I thought, oh, I'll just follow him. I was backing out, thinking I shouldn't be here, and I thought, oh, I don't want to leave him up there to die, and I should have just said adios, nice knowing you.
I just went around the other side of the rock to see what was going on.
Yeah, that's where the party was. Oh, they're just gonna roll us here. This is terrible.
Yeah, they're
So, Dreamer Mist, you've only dropped with me this one time, but we're gonna blame you
Heat level critical.
for our bad life choices.
Critical damage.
I feel like it's a little unfair, but alright then.
It's totally unfair. Yeah, I admit that.
New target acquired.
I'm totally willing to own my unfairness. And mainly, we're only going to blame you because Drax isn't here to blame.
Fair.
New target acquired.
Otherwise,
pretty
it would
honest, actually.
Otherwise, it would always be.
I only carried our team,
Oh, we're down
last
9, Jill.
last match.
Good game.
Yeah.
New
That
target
isn't.
acquired.
If you don't keep me alive, that's what matters. It's all about me.
Fair. This is your show.
Yeah, that's right.
Right arm critical.
Like if I'm dead, what happens to the whole stream? It just goes away.
So sorry, sir. My bad, sir.
That's all right. There's always room for growth and improvement. We try to think of the positive. Wow, they actually rolled us. That was painful.
Yeah.
I might be able to get back down into tier 5 today.
Oh, I just made it back to tier 6.
I should warn you, Drew Miss, that playing with me helps reinforce bad habits in your piloting skills. And sometimes people need psychological counseling afterwards too. Just heads up.
You're a little late to that because my fiance already does that.
It already counsels you, or
Yes.
okay. Well, is it helping?
No, because he is the magical tier 1.
Oh
And so is an additional buddy of mine, and they both coach me when I'm playing alone.
no. As far as the psychological counseling, though, is that helping?
Oh. No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least
See,
you know
we
what
have
you're
an
in
in-game-
for, right? If you go ahead and marry him, it's like it's not.
Absolutely.
I guess it's going to be this. I guess.
We have an in-game psychological counselor.
Yeah, we have our own counselor on this stream. He's a psychologist, although not trained to be a psychologist, and a counselor, and he's not trained or educated to be a counselor or licensed, but he's taking classes to become a counselor at a university. So he is our official psychologist for the stream, and I screw people up and he tries to help them, which tends to just screw them up more. So it's kind of a vicious circle.
But it's good for a laugh.
It's good for a laugh. It encourages our morale. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey Romero, welcome. It's true. Dark Marauder teaches you to charge into battle with no regard for enemy placement. That's right. Tip of the spear and full speed ahead. That is my tactical brilliance. Most enemies are caught off guard and surprised when I show up in front of their firing line that they haven't even finished setting up yet. And so the disarray gives me a slight advantage before they kill me. I just haven't been able to leverage the advantage enough yet. Okay, Coda, we're waiting for you.
Don't be too long. Darn.
Drew Mist, have you seen my stream before? Like you just stumbled across me today?
I've actually been in your stream a couple of times.
Oh
A
my
little sad
gosh.
I don't remember.
Well, wait. Have I talked to
To
you
be fair,
before and I just forgot?
Yes.
Perfect. I apologize. I am
That's
60.
fine.
I am 62 and I've been out in the hot 100-degree weather working, so maybe that's part of the problem. Brain bake.
That could be.
Well, what were you going to say that I interrupted you with?
To be fair, I also have the memory of a squirrel, so
Oh, okay, then it's perfect.
yeah, it's fine.
Well, I'll probably remember you this time. It usually takes a couple of embarrassing moments before it sinks in.
I actually found you thanks to Mr. McFish.
Oh, McFish. Where is McFish tonight? Usually he's here before I am. McFish plays with me often, and I think it's just to make me feel like I'll never be a good mech warrior.
That's how I feel when I play with my fiance.
Some people are way too good at this game.
Right?
That's the exact opposite reason why I play with you. I
Why
figure
do you
if I
play
play with you, you're going to feel great.
No, you do a great job.
I beat my ping regularly.
I think, you set your goal and you beat it. I set goals and I can't even get close, so you're ahead of me.
I will only ever outdamage you in my Lermboat, in my Nova Cat specifically.
Sometimes I'll have like 1,000 match damage or 1,000 damage match, and it's like, wow, I could actually learn to do this, and then I get killed the next match. So I'm pretty inconsistent.
Me, I only need a 16 match score to beat my ping, so
A
I'm
16
great
match.
whenever.
I've got, look at that, my ping is 196 tonight. That's terrible. 165. Usually it used to be 30 or 31, and then they moved the server from the West Coast and got rid of it. And now I gotta go. Yeah, it's 130. That's typical. Now I gotta go clear across the country, I guess, to get onto a server.
Ping of 9.
Kodo has a ping of 8.
Mm-hmm.
Something's
He
wrong.
is the
7.
Photo's the server.
He is the server. That seems unfair. Master Warrior.
I didn't know you were in Rims.
You guys are in the same unit.
Fellow Rims friend.
Is that rims like Pacific Rim? Giant, unrealistic bots?
Reactor online.
Nice try, but it stands for Rimmeranianism.
Weapons.
Rimonasianism?
I may have butchered that pronunciation, but yes.
I think I out-butchered it when I did it. Rimernasianism from Pomerania.
Yeah, there we go. How in the world do we get Forest Colony twice in a row?
Lucky, I guess. I like Forest Colony. I've always kind of liked it.
It's my fiance's favorite map, and we can never get it when we play together.
Really?
Yeah.
So what does your fiance do?
He does the same thing that I do. We are both slot attendants at our casino.
Okay. Did you meet there?
We met at a different casino where he was a slot supervisor and I was a cashier.
Oh, wow. So you could say that meeting each other at a casino was lucky.
You know, I used that exact line on him the other day,
Did it work?
and he gave me the most disappointed look.
Oh, man. Oh, well. That's
Could even say I won The jackpot.
Right. Right. There's a big payday for both of you. I don't know why he would have trouble with that.
He told me to tuck and roll, and I was driving.
Wow. Like he was going to set you on fire or something?
Something.
Stop, drop, and roll. Yeah, so he doesn't appreciate the finer art of puns?
Oh, no, he does. We just give each other the face of disappointment.
Oh,
when we both
okay.
make
Rather
a
than
mistake.
applause or approval, you try to shame each other.
Yes.
Okay. I have written, I was telling Jennifer, my wife, the other day, I said, I'm getting old enough. There's stuff I want to get done that I haven't gotten done. And she said, well, like, make a list of the things you want to get done. And so I'm writing some books I want to finish, and she wants me to finish the house remodel that I started 15 years ago that didn't quite get kitchen cabinets put in yet. Her list is going to take a lot more time than my list, probably. And then I wrote this silly story about Sam Clam and Polly Oyster that's from an old joke, but I couldn't find the real thing. Just maybe it doesn't exist written down anywhere. But it's basically you tell this story that goes on for a really long time. Like you could tell it for 10, 15 minutes. And then the punchline is this really horrible pun. So everybody goes, oh, right, they got ripped off for listening for all that time.
Target acquired.
And somebody wanted me to read a bedtime story for their girlfriend to go to sleep to because she has trouble going to sleep. So he made a CD for her of me telling some story and my daughter reading a couple chapters from a book that she likes and some other people doing stuff like that. But I wanted to do this. He wanted me to do this story because I told it to him a long time ago, and he just thought it was really perfect for putting someone to sleep for some reason. And I couldn't find the original anywhere. So I thought, well, it's just kind of made up anyway. I'll just make it up. So I started writing, and 53 pages later and about 300 puns later, I've got this big, long, epic story of Sam Clam and Polly Oyster. And so I need to do the voice recording of it, and I think I'm going to sell it as a audio book on Amazon or something.
Enemy base is being captured.
Here I am, tip of the spearing.
What do you have on your Timmy?
Need assistance.
I got lots of laser vomitness.
Bro, same.
Enemy base is being captured.
I tend to like lasers.
Don't have to worry about ammo.
Right.
That's a bad play.
I should not have gone over there. Everybody's shooting me.
Nope,
for some
don't look
reason.
over that corner.
Wow.
Enemy base is being captured.
All right, we'll go back around where I was. That seemed to be a lot more fruitful.
Night Star coming up.
Heat level critical.
Looks like he's got the racks for days build.
Yeah, he does.
Someday he'll overheat.
No kills yet. We're probably in the same build, it looks like, or close to it. You going after that Marauder?
I was going after the Night Star.
New target acquired. Left torso critical damage.
I'm getting pretty soft on my armor here.
Got him.
Nice.
Sorry.
There's a Crusader there we could go after. He'll poke up a little bit. Nope. I'm going to swing around to your right, around this rock.
Watch the caddy there.
I don't see anything here. It's clean. Gives you another angle.
We just got Goss in the shoulder. Orion on our right.
Ooh, I got a kill.
Woo!
Nice. Where's this guy? Oh, out in the water.
Got a kill.
Target acquired.
Nice.
Target spotted.
Lima's in the water. almost got him.
Base is being captured.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go around the corner. Shouldn't do it.
Target destroyed.
Got myself an Irby, though, for the trouble.
Nice.
Gunfighter.
Hey, hey,
Hey, Gunfighter, welcome.
how goes it?
Doing okay, I think.
We're
Well, that's good.
Acquired.
not exactly dead.
Yeah, we're not quite dead yet, so it must be going okay, right?
Level critical.
Well, that's good then.
Heat level critical.
I think we're going to get this match.
And what are you going to do with the match?
Heat level
We're gonna-
critical.
Kill everything that moves.
They gonna kill.
Warning, incoming missile.
Uh-oh.
Everything that moves,
Everything.
or just the red ones?
Just
Yes,
the,
yes.
well, probably everything. You know me.
Fuel at 0%.
Well, I didn't see a fishy ghost, so.
No, he's not here. There we go.
Well done, boys.
That's the way it should go. Thanks for the drop, guys. 521, 3 kills. Gonna take that.
We.
Almost 400.
520, 523, nice.
400,000 civils. Tricking blows.
Kodo 500.
On solo
Good
kill.
stuff.
Corsair, you beat your
Kill.
ping too, right?
Sure did.
500 damage.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, you have a full lance, right?
Hey, Shamrock, welcome. So, let's see. Gunfighter, do you mind syncing with us?
Yes. Well, I was thinking about it. If you got a full lance,
We do.
okay, and
Oh,
if somebody else that,
I can drop out and drop with you.
if that's what you want to do, it doesn't matter to me.
So you're not alone.
But then Corsair, you'd be alone.
Huh?
Then Corsair would be alone. He hadn't really thought of that. He hasn't thought this through all the way.
I'm confused.
You
What's
got a
that?
full lance.
What did you
and
say,
a-
Corsair?
and
I'm used to it.
Now I'm confused.
You said
Yeah,
if you dropped out and Gunfighter came in, then you'd be sinking alone.
No, I would drop out and drop with him.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. I get it. I was misunderstanding.
I mean, if you wish to do that. I mean,
it's totally
what kind of
fine.
tonnage are we looking at?
I'm in an assault at the moment.
Okay, well, I tell you what, if you want to drop and pick me up, we can do that, or
He's doing
I
it.
can be a safety.
He's doing it. He's doing it. It's happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Meeting group. Inviting the gunfighter.
Let's see. It's been a week, about or so.
I mentioned the other night that I watched the latest. I think isn't No Way Home the latest Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
So I watched that.
No
and
Way
then
Home. Yes.
Yeah, I realized that there's some Spider-Man movies I have not seen yet. And of all the Marvel movies, I think Captain America I liked a lot, and the first couple Iron Mans I liked, and then the Spider-Man movies I like a lot. But I don't really care so much for the Avengers movies. They're just too many characters and too many trite, we're going to make a funny line that isn't necessarily very funny.
If you're a fan of any of the previous Spider-Man movies, you'll appreciate this one.
I loved this one because I had all 3 Spider-Mans in it, and I liked all
Yes.
3 of the Spider-Mans for different reasons. So I was like,
No
oh, this
Way
is
Home
really
has all
fun.
3?
I liked what they did. Beg your pardon?
No Way Home has all 3?
It has all. I'm going to slow this down just so you can get the emotional impact. It has all 3 Spider-Man in it.
Is this
Yes.
a Disney one? The
It's-
Disney make?
I
or,
don't know. I don't know. I think it's
Yes.
Is it
Tom
Disney?
Holland.
Yeah, it's
I
got
mean,
Tom
Disney's
Holland.
been crapping them out here lately with the Marvel universe. You know, they've been woken them up and making them stupid.
It's got Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and the other guy, and they're all in it. And they did a really nice job with it. It's really fun.
I mean, I've got to where I just don't even watch them anymore.
That's kind of what I did with some of them, like the Avenger ones especially. But I really liked Captain America and I liked Iron Man. Just when they get them all together and they're all competing to see who can be the most superhero, it's like, whatever.
We are agree.
And even the first Avengers I liked fine. 3, 2, 1, launch. The first couple Avengers movies were fine, but then they just started getting weirder and wilder, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, like that new Thor one, or
the Hulk. You mean?
I
haven't
don't
watched
know
the
what
Thor
the
ones.
name of it
I
is.
watched. I think I watched the first one, and that was okay.
It was like the Jane character or something. She turned into some superhero or something.
Oh, the new one, I think.
Well, she gets the hammer of Thor, so she becomes Thor.
But
she's
nobody
not
else
Thor
that
because
had the
Thor is
hammer
Thor.
of Thor could even pick it up. So how can she can pick it up?
I mean, it's like it's like what the going on here? You know.
Shamrock.
Yeah, I mean, they've just gone totally goofy with stuff.
I think Shamrock, you're right, maybe, but I feel like I liked him. I liked him better than Tobey Maguire, actually, and I like Tobey Maguire. Shamrock saying he didn't like Andrew Garfield. He's the middle guy, Spider-Man, because he isn't as good an actor as Dark Marauder. That's right. Voicing the pirate captain in Hired Steel 2, movie star.
Yeah, I spent all day at the VA today. That was fun.
Wait a minute, I have to say something, one more stupid thing, and then you can talk about real things. When they contacted me about being in the latest Spider-Man movie, because I was going to be the fourth Spider-Man in an upcoming series of Grandpa Spider-Mans, I had to decline because I'm holding out for the big deal with Hired Steel Episode 3. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh goodness. Well, I got my chemical balance better.
It's rebalanced.
It's mostly balanced.
Do they even have the people that can really help you? Are they well staffed for all the crazy things you have? Or there basically isn't really good help for a lot of it anyway, so it wouldn't matter where you were.
Weapons online.
Well, a lot of my docs are Indians.
Oh, interesting.
From India.
Oh, okay. Like East India. Not
You know. Huh?
East Indian, not Native American Indian.
Oh, okay. From India.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know how to answer that. I mean, we're trying to find me a contractor to get me a you know those small little pool things, the heated pools.
Yeah, like a little spa thing.
The small ones they use for like the exercise and stuff.
Yeah.
Not for walking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And doing things like that. We're trying to get me a contractor for one of those.
Is there like
they're
grant money or insurance money, or does the VA pay for that? Like, how does that happen?
Who pays for it?
What's that?
I'll pay for it.
Oh, you'll pay for it. Okay.
I don't care. I'll pay for it. If the VA wants to help, that's fine. If I can get some grant money, that's fine.
Right.
But I mean, it's my property and stuff. So
Yeah. No, I just didn't know if you could afford to pay for it or not.
I can always take a loan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it helps enough, it's worth it. So.
and it's so I can exercise a little better, and because none of the pools or anything will let me in them.
Oh.
with the wounds on my legs and stuff.
Right. Right.
So like, I can't do that. So I got to get my own private. I mean, and we're trying to get me an O-Box, a portable, the portable O-Box.
Like portable oxygen, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pump. Instead of just carrying tanks around.
Oh, it pumps the oxygen out of the air into a higher pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it actually extract oxygen so you get a pure oxygen feed out of it, or is it just?
Yeah, that's what the O-Bugs do. Yeah.
Does it take out the CO2 then, or it doesn't compress both? I'm just curious. I didn't know how those work.
It's not a compressor. It extracts oxygen from the air. It's like what we use in fighter aircraft. That's where I first heard about them.
That's really cool.
We were putting them in fighters.
What is it?
So we didn't have to put LOX tanks inside.
Right. What does it do to get just the oxygen instead of the CO2 or other gases or nitrogen? Do you know what the tech is on that?
Target acquired.
On your right, Marauder.
Thank you.
It's just like you get oxygen out of the atmosphere. For your oxygen tanks.
Yeah, I just don't know how they get that
like
either. I don't know how they separate those gases. Is it by temperature?
Pressure.
It's by pressure. Okay.
Well, when you increase pressure, you also increase temperature. And at X temperature, you get this gas. At X temperature, you get that gas. At X temperature, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I thought you.
What am I driving?
I thought you'd have to freeze them, get them cold so they condense
Heat level critical.
in order to get the gases to separate the way you want.
Target spotted.
Well, pressure. I mean, you can freeze too,
Thanks.
but
Need assistance?
LOX is very, very cold.
Yeah.
It's uber cold.
25%.
I mean, we used to play games with the stuff on the flight lines, and we'd shoot each other with it.
New target acquired.
We were just crazy. We'd freeze each other with it.
That could be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, especially if you got some grease laying around or something.
I'm not getting anywhere in time to kill anything here.
Are we in the
They
same
said our
map?
direwolf is in trouble.
I don't know if we
Nope.
are or not. So far, I've just been taking damage.
Online.
Most of them are over by Theta.
I'm heading to Gamma. Just because these guys were. Which is no good reason.
Where are you at, Corsair?
Bunch of lights and a couple mediums coming from Theta.
This is a weird match.
Yeah, both teams are fairly spread out.
Yeah.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile.
No bats.
Heat level critical. Lock on critical damage.
Oh, shutting down.
Missile.
Doctor loves to shut down strikes again.
Red flag critical damage.
Just let him kill me. It separates the nitrogen and oxygen. What about the CO2 though, Shamrock? Didn't like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man because he isn't as good an actor as I did think he was a good actor though. I liked him. I thought he was more expressive visually, facially than Tobey Maguire was. Of all of them, I think he was probably the best actor actually. Just as far as, you know, showing emotion and stuff on his face. Tobey Maguire, unless they put I saw a lot of CGI characters in this one where they, you know, just kind of, I think they didn't have the actors other than their voices, or they looked too old, and so they CGI'd them up, it looked like. And so maybe they gave Tobey Maguire somebody else's body and put his head on there and younged him up with CGI. But he looks forever young anyway, so it's hard to tell. And they lit him pretty softly so that he would have looked younger. But if it was his body, he got himself in really good shape again. He was pretty ripped.
Excellent work, warriors. Victory is ours.
Oh, there's only 4% CO2. Okay, thank you. I was thinking there was. So is it 80% nitrogen? I thought it was 80%. Is it and 21% oxygen in the atmosphere? And then trace gases and stuff? Is nitrogen the main?
Oh, you're talking about the
Earth's atmosphere.
atmo.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the breakdown. I could look that up pretty quickly. Dun, dun, dun. So if I don't have my mouse when Mechwarrior is doing its thing, 78 nitrogen. Okay, yeah.
Lots of nitrogen.
Lots of nitrogen, which is good because it's inert, right?
N2 is.
I have the E-Link. Oh, I'm just pushing up to tier 3, tier 2 almost here. If I get some good matches tonight, I'll jump back into tier 2 and.
Yeah, we use a lot of nitrogen in the aircraft because of its inert.
Yeah.
And we started purging fuel cells with the nitrogen.
Mm-hmm. Like hydrogen fuel cells, you purge them with nitrogen?
Yeah, we purged the fuel cells with nitrogen.
And then you can.
As we pump the fuel out, right?
Yeah.
Will you pump nitrogen in?
Oh wait.
So there's no atmosphere.
You're talking about
nothing.
Are you talking about jet fuel or hydrogen fuel cells?
Jets?
Okay, jet fuel.
Jet engine.
Yeah.
Or jets.
Because they have don't they have a
fuel
matrix inside that keeps them from sloshing around and stuff?
It depends on what you're doing and what machine you're on,
Okay.
whether they got it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the equipment and stuff, it's But,
varies, yeah.
the thing is, like in the helicopters and the jet and the fighters and stuff like that, the Hueys used to get hit. You put one incendiary round in it, or and it detonate, and they detonate. They turn into fireballs
Because all the fuel would mix with air and go kaboom.
because they did. It was your tanks are about half full, right?
Yeah, so they got a lot of air in them anyway. We're green, by the way, if you guys are green.
And there's a lot of air in there, and with this regular air, you're pulling oxygen. A lot of oxygen in the tanks, and like that. So
We're green.
3,
I watched.
2, 1, launch. Go ahead.
I had we one of the missions I was on. We lost 2 Hueys because they turned into fireballs
Man.
with all hands on board. And, they took belly hits and right in the fuel tanks.
While you're talking about Hueys, anybody on the stream, this is what a Huey looks like. It's an old Huey. I don't know how old it is. Probably 40 years old or more, I imagine.
let's put it this way. Until they started making the Venoms, the last Huey was built in 1972.
Wow. Well, this picture is that guy with the hand up. That's me, and up in the Huey door there is my wife Jennifer, and then our friends John and Carmen. John on the left, and Carmen taking a knee there, doing some cover fire. This is as close as I've come to anything Hellbringer talks about is a fake photo of me on a youth Christmas card. I mean, it's a real photo. I took the photo and stuff, but that's the closest I've been to combat. That part's all fake.
Well, I'm kind of happy for you there.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's an ugly thing.
Yeah, nothing good about that. Howdy, everybody.
You know.
What's up, man?
Oh, you got a match before us again.
Yep. Sorry about that. It's Kodos.
We started. It was in the late '80s when we started putting the nitrogen purge systems onto the Hueys and stuff like that. And that was after TWA Flight 800.
I'm really surprised it took them that long to do stuff like that. Well, Hueys, they run on jet fuel, right? Which is number 2 diesel.
Ever since they were built.
Or number 1 diesel, isn't it? Kerosene, basically.
Kerosene.
Yeah. Does kerosene, do the fumes of kerosene ignite like gasoline, or are they more like diesel, where you have to get a flame?
Diesel doesn't ignite. Look, jet fuel, I've dropped it when it was cold.
Yeah.
You know, like dead of winter, snow on the ground, cold.
Yeah.
We've thrown lit matches in it. Didn't light.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it has to get 110 plus. That's 108 to 112
Celsius or
is
Fahrenheit?
Is your combustion of jet fuel after it's atomized.
Airstrike online.
You know,
atomized.
Basically, well, that's how we test to see if we've got good jet fuel or not.
Oh, okay.
We've got the little tester. We put like a teaspoon in this little machine, and it puts a flame underneath it that boils it off.
Okay.
And it'll ignite at 110
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Usually. Huh?
Fahrenheit or Celsius? 110.
Well, we used Fahrenheit.
Okay. So it doesn't have to get super hot, but it's got to get hot enough. Our sailboat actually runs on number 1 diesel. Also, it's got a 1 lung marine engine in it. Sounds like the African Queen, thug 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 thug, when you throttle it down.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but that's number 1 diesel is kind of the same thing as jet fuel.
Yeah. Well, there's.
Except I only go 5 knots with it, so it's kind of a little different propulsion.
On land bases, we run JP4, and aboard ship we run the JP5 because it has a higher.
Sorry about the friendly.
Target acquired.
It has a higher combustion rate. Our combustion
JP4
temperature.
does.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, flashpoint. Right. Of course, it smokes a lot more than J4, and it doesn't burn as well as hot as J4. We take a little performance hit when we use it, but it don't go boom so easy aboard ship. And where you're hauling 500,000 gallons on board.
That's
your
crazy,
ship.
isn't it? The amount of fuel that they must take on those things.
My brother that lives in Montana was a deck crew on the John Hancock, I believe. And the Enterprise?
Oh, wow.
They're pushing hard into Indigo 8.
Isn't that a nuclear vessel? The Enterprise?
The Enterprise.
It's a nuclear vessel.
Yeah, John Hancock was.
Yeah.
What year? Okay, yeah, that Enterprise was the first of the nukes.
Yep.
John Hancock.
Yeah, that was an old one.
John Hancock. I didn't know that was a carrier though.
Yeah. Way back.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm being hit. Left. Missiles coming. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm in a bad spot.
Target spotted.
I need to get up this bridge.
Who's got lerms on me now?
That's me.
You're shooting me?
No, you're shooting. You're getting in front of me.
Oh, you got behind me?
Wow. I'm there all the time. You didn't notice I was there.
Kind of depends on how you look at it, really.
Need assistance.
I'm going down. Bad life choices in progress.
Target spotted.
It's so bad. So bad.
Target acquired.
Need help with golf, please? Nightstar? Golf.
On it.
Target destroyed.
Thank you.
He's dead.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile.
Ouch.
Heat level critical.
Round back.
Okay, go over and get this guy. Thought I saw somebody over here anyway. Did you sneeze?
Halfway there.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Sounded like a pork.
Target destroyed.
You just poured it right on her.
Target spotted.
There's that guy.
Victory is within our grasp.
Last is an incubus in H10. His left side's open.
It's not a fun place to be.
Good work, guys. Thanks to drop.
We are victorious.
Thanks for the win.
Tin Cat, howdy. Is that jet fuel test the same test you test for good family-friendly censorship on the stream? Yeah, I do a temperature evaporation ignition test, spontaneous ignition test of all jet fuel that we use on this channel. Actually, Drax, thanks for bringing that up. I want my followers to know this is a safe place, and the way we make it safe is we blow things up before they get to you, hopefully, or make sure that our fuel is going to ignite when we need it to ignite. All that's important. It's the details, Drax. It's the details.
You're quite funny.
I make up stupid things and people find that entertaining. That's pretty much all it is. I have a twisted sense of imagination. And I do entertain myself. I guess there's that. And Jennifer's been putting up with me for a long time. What's that?
We get a pint mason jar or a quart mason jar.
Yeah.
And we push the little button on the bottom of the tanks after we fuel up and run fuel into the mason jars.
Oh, so you're tapping it off the bottom to check it?
Huh?
You're tapping off the bottom of the tank to get it? Get your sample?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That way you'll know if there's water in the tank too, won't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if there's water in the tank, we drain it and get new.
How long does it take to fuel one of those things?
Depends on how you're doing it. And it depends on which one you're fueling.
Yeah.
And how much fuel you're putting in it.
But like a typical jet fighter, does it take 5 minutes to fuel one of those things, or 10? With a big hose?
What's a typical jet fighter?
An F-16 or something like that.
Target destroyed.
Well, like I
We're
said,
green, by the way.
F-16s
We're still in match.
Okay.
don't take as much fuel as like an F-4 Phantom.
Oh, really? Phantoms only have one engine, though, right? They just weren't as efficient?
No. They have two huge J79 dash twins.
Phantoms?
Yeah, the F-4 Phantoms.
I didn't know that. I always thought Phantoms were a single-engine aircraft.
No.
I guess I don't really pay attention to Phantoms much, but yeah.
Well, I mean, they actually pretty much went out of service before 2000. I mean, you know, they only spent like 45, 50 years in service.
Yeah.
You know, the first F-4 was flown in 1952. And they put those huge J79-10s. Let's put it this way. We fueled an F-4 with full center lines and 2 dump tanks.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
With 2 wing tanks, including, and then all of his other fuel. 2,200 gallons, right?
Yep. That's with the dump tanks?
Yes.
So here I'm looking at a rear view of the Phantom, and there's those twin jet engines there. I've just never really seen a rear view of a Phantom, I guess. That's really interesting. I thought the air scoops kind of put them together into one. Go ahead, sorry.
Equal max ascent, launching out of Dallas. 15 minutes later, he's declaring an emergency in Los Angeles.
Because he's out of fuel?
Wow.
Because he's out of fuel.
So
that's a long flight.
15 minutes?
That's a long flight.
It took him...
Well, he did a max ascent climb to 80,000.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much out of fuel when he hit 80,000. And he was in Arizona when he hit 80,000.
Oh my gosh. He went from where? Texas?
Dallas,
Texas to Los Angeles.
Yes.
So is that 1,500 miles or something like that?
It's about 1,200, something like that.
So if he wasn't climbing max and had been cruising, he would have been fine. But he just guzzled it all away.
Yes.
That's crazy. Wow.
But a single J79, you can take a 55-gallon drum, cut the top out of it, turn it up, and that J79 at full burn, full military, will burn the fuel faster than it'll come out of the top of that 55-gallon drum.
Faster than it comes off the open top of the
If you
drum?
cut the top out of the 55-gallon drum.
Holy cow. Wow.
It will burn it faster than it can come out of that drum.
Wow. That's how a teenager eats. 3, 2, 1, launch. That's right. I made a teenager joke.
But
wow.
I mean, you got to remember that thing held the speed record until the SR-71.
The Phantom did? I had no idea the Phantom was that macho of a plane. I just thought it was, it's the old plane. We just moved on to something way better, but it sounds like a beast.
I mean, one of my commanding officers for my air group, was a Phantom Ace in Vietnam.
I got married by the guy who performed our wedding ceremony. Became a pastor, but he was a Phantom Ace and a fighter pilot trainer on Phantoms. And he told us stories about some of his escapades in Phantoms, and it just crazy.
Those things they're flying tanks too. They can take a beating and come home still yet.
Wow.
We had one take an SA-2 hit in the belly.
So what's the advantage then to the newer fighters that we have?
Back, all the doors from the 19 frame back were torn off of it. and he brought it home and he says, "Yeah, it's flying a little rough." There was this big bump and it's flying a little
rough.
He was hit with a friggin' SA-2.
Wow. What's the advantage?
By the way,
the newer airplane.
By the way, an SA-2 is the size of a telephone pole.
Oh wow!
It's a surface-to-air missile the size of a telephone pole.
It's that long and wide around.
Yeah, they were built to climb to 60,000 feet.
Wow. What's the advantage of a Phantom? The advantage of the newer aircraft that they replaced Phantoms with? Like, why are they better, and what ways are they better? Is it better range and speed?
You mean aside from a 50-year-old airframe?
Yeah.
That has been flown the crap out of?
Well, I mean, a lot of our, like the F-14 Tomcat's not young either, right? It's been around. The F-18s, F-14s have been around for a long time.
They retired the last of the F-14s in 2005.
Wow.
And the first F-14s didn't hit the fleet until the 70s, late 69, 70s. I mean, the F-15s younger than come out a little after that, and the F-18s would come out in the 80s. I mean, don't get me wrong. The F-4 is America's example. If you put enough thrust behind it, you can make a brick fly.
Right. Not aerodynamically beautifully optimized.
It's go fast. It's an interceptor. The F-4 Phantoms are interceptors. Okay? They're built to go fast, carry lots of missiles, fly into a formation, dump eight missiles into the formation, turn around, come home, reload, and do it again.
So they don't normally dogfight that much.
They were not built to dogfight.
Yeah.
They were built to go fast. And use that huge 8,000 radar unit in it to lock 8 targets, flush 8 missiles, and head back home.
Wow.
I mean, that's what they were built for. And I mean, they're downright amazing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
For what they did and what they did with them in Vietnam was amazing. I mean, they're like, "Oh, we need to put a gun on this thing." Our missiles are crap, and they're trying to turn with Soviet-built MiG-17s and MiG-21s, and I'm sorry, they just don't outturn those things.
Right. So did they put machine guns on them, or not? I don't know much about them.
Have you heard of the Vulcan?
Cannon?
The
Yeah.
Vulcan cannon?
Yeah.
That's what they put on it. Was
Okay.
a Vulcan.
Okay.
That's what's on the F-16s, the F-18s. But you know.
All right. How do we want to go?
I mean, I actually worked in the factory where they were built.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Building 2 at Lambert Field in St. Louis for McDonnell Douglas. Oh, that's also where they built B-17s.
Oh, B-17s. I think Jennifer's dad
Yeah.
was a bombardier radio operator on a B-29, but he didn't actually. He
Okay.
got trained and was deployed, but then the war ended just before he had to do his first mission, so he didn't actually have to fly and get shot down.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh. Yeah, your system's covered now. You get shot.
I think that's what they have in Wilsonville at the
Oh.
Air Museum.
Yes.
There's some.
Yeah, you're not going to get shot when you're sitting back there. Wait for the assaults around Delta 5. Follow any wall for DC. Target spotted.
Acquired.
And,
Oh. Here's a neat little thing about B-17s.
Target spotted.
Frank Tice was a B-17 bell turret gunner
Yeah. Frank who?
in World War II.
Frank Tice?
Yeah, that's my name, by the way,
Them
too.
inside of the
Oh,
tunnel.
is that you? Was that your
My
dad?
name's Frank Tice.
Box them in, pick them off.
Frank Tice was also a ball turret gunner during World War II. And,
Just a different guy, though, because you're not that old.
uh-huh.
Acquired.
Oh, yes, different person.
Or not.
And
Warning, incoming missile.
what was on deck?
but I thought it was funny
Warning, incoming
because you know, I was a door gunner,
missile.
Smoke.
you know, on helicopters in the 80s.
Oh, which is kind of similar. Both hanging out in the air, kind of.
Oh boy, give us the nope.
All right, let's go over
But
here.
I mean, you know, it's cool.
Target spotted.
You guys need help down below with the tunnel, or are you good?
Affirmative.
Affirmative, we're good, or affirmative, we need help?
You open on Charlie?
Sorry.
I'm only spectating, but it looks
Couple
like
of
the
them coming
tunnel's
over
doing
saddle.
okay.
Okay, I'll stay up here on top and keep poking down then. That other stuff.
Yeah, okay, they're rushing the tunnel if you want to fall
Need
back.
assistance.
Incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Go!
Incoming missile.
Bounty to Kiani.
Warning, incoming missile.
Arctic Wolf coming up behind you.
Warning, incoming missile.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah, there's
Kiani,
two of these
you've won
guys.
the bounty. That means you
No,
get
back
2
here.
days good luck
Dark.
guaranteed.
Corso, critical damage.
Norback.
Heat sink destroyed.
Nerbat?
Warning, incoming
Norback.
missile.
I don't know what you're saying.
In our back, Dark.
In our back?
5%.
We're
Yes, I'm on him.
Kilo Kodiak.
Fuel at
Got him.
25%.
Great. Good work.
good job.
Acquired.
Going down.
Staying up high.
Oh, you got P for 2. That's 3 days good luck, buddy.
Need assistance.
Left torso destroyed. Left
Shoot,
arm
he got my
destroyed.
torso. I needed
Large
that.
pulse laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed.
Oh my gosh.
Center torso critical damage. Heatsink destroyed.
Need help with his Herbie? He's killed me. I guess I don't need help anymore.
Are you?
I'm in the water. Down on the docks.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought we were doing better than that.
Oh, I'm out of ammo and they took my energy weapon.
Alright, Kiai, you got 5 kills. Let the rest of the team.
Oh man, that seems.
Oh, that one's over.
Yeah. But if you're gonna carry hard, you might as well carry harder.
I was the 11th on our team killed.
Thanks for the drop, guys. Good work.
Yeah, that was
Game well
fun.
played.
Good job.
What are we doing for time? Okay.
We only killed 3 of them. Hey, at least we were the ones that got assist on all 3.
Oh, I didn't see what. How did you guys do? I forgot to look at your scores. I just clicked the wrong button.
600.
What's that?
I
Dreamcatcher?
did 620.
Nice. Gunfighter, what'd you doing? You're still in your match?
Fortner and I got 400 and something.
Okay. Kodo, how'd you do?
293. By 1 kill.
Nice.
Of course, our team only got 3 kills, so you know.
Did you guys? Are you still in, or you're out?
I'm switching up Mechs.
Okay, so you're almost green then.
And of course, they're still deployed for some reason.
Corsair sometimes lingers on the battlefield. He just,
Well, that's fine.
you know, he just wants to. I don't know. I'm not sure what he does. There's some kind of ritual thing that he does.
Well, he does what he does,
Yeah.
and that's for him to
That's right. We're
decide.
not supposed to know anyway.
Yeah. Yes, it's a secret.
Yeah.
Switching mechs.
But no, the VA, they're trying to find me a contractor, like I was saying, and my doc's trying to get me put in for an old Boggs machine or something.
Is the pool thing going to be like a in-ground pool or like above, like a deck type thing? Do you need like?
I don't care, you know.
Are you in a wheelchair? I don't remember.
Going?
No, I hobble
You
around,
can
but I got a
hobble.
leg that falls out from under me all
Yeah,
the
it'd
time.
be nice to have it be flat to get to it.
And I refused the wheelchair.
Or green.
3, 2, 1, launch.
I refused the wheelchair because I had to learn to walk 2 times after I learned to walk when I was a kid. They run electrodes from my spine down to my leg
Oh wow!
Damn.
because of the battle damage.
Yeah.
I mean, my hip was torn apart, back broken, neck. And next week I got to go up to St. Louis to Washington University to see neurosciences about my broken neck that I've been walking around with.
Have they been talking? Have they talked to you at all about any regenerative therapy they can do as far as regrowing parts of your anatomy that need to be regrown? Because they're getting close to being able to do that on some things, right?
I have no clue. My respiratory specialist is talking about lung transplants.
Yeah, but not a regenerative lung, where they make one out of your own stem cells.
Well, we're not there yet.
Well, I know, but they're working on regrowing pig intestines, and the next step is to test growing human intestines, and they're growing new hearts for people.
I don't know what method they use to repair my to do my skin grafting and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently they don't do it like that anymore. It was experimental when they did it on me in the 80s, and they did a wonderful job. I mean, it looks awesome. You can barely tell. I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But apparently there's some reason they don't do it like that anymore, or don't work on everybody or something. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy some of the stuff they did to. I know a lot of the stuff they did to me was experimental. I mean, that's why I had to have three replacement kneecaps.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
I mean, the first ones didn't work right. Let's see, the one replacement they put in, my body just kept pumping calcium in, thinking it was having to repair it. So they had to pull that out again because it was doing more damage than anything, and they put another one in, and that one broke on me because when you knee people in the skull and stuff and smash their face and stuff like that with your knee, apparently that shattered it. So I'm not sure what kind of plastic or Teflon or whatever they put in this time. But it worked.
Yeah.
Hopefully they went with the titanium.
No, they didn't go with the metal. Not for a kneecap. I mean, I don't know what they stuck in my hip to get all that repaired. My thumb and my pinky, they put when they reattached that stuff, they used what is it? It just kind of deteriorates. It deteriorates. The body absorbs it.
Yeah.
They use stuff like that when they put my pinky and my thumb back together.
Man. Here's an article on new stem cell identified for lung tissue regeneration in 2018, but this doesn't look like they're to the place where they can actually grow a whole new lung for you and transplant it back into your body yet. They're doing mouse and human regrowth of cell types, including oxygen exchange types, type 1 cells, and surfactant producing type 2 cells. So they may not be that far off. Another 5 years or so, they might be able to make a new lung.
That, right? I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love that if they could just do that. They because they flooded my lungs with liquid when they did the surgery on me.
Oh, and so why? So wouldn't collapse while they're doing the surgery, or what do they? Why? What? Why did they do that?
That's how they got the funguses and stuff out of them.
Oh.
And how they, and they took parts out, and
so they drowned.
But a lot of the problems with my lungs is it's a COPD issue, is what they call it now. Is because I can't process the air that I do intake.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff inside was obliterated.
Wow.
And scarred up and everything. And apparently it doesn't grow back like it's supposed to.
I saw another article flip by when I was searching that talked about healing scar tissue in lungs. Some progress made there too. Who knows? I mean, they're going to be able to do some pretty miraculous things pretty soon.
Let's put it this way.
Dictator, do you live on top of the server?
Chicago and
he is the server. Kodo is the server. It's server Kodo.
It's literally in his bed.
One of the California's medical
he lives in a data center in a closet.
He's probably
one of the Chicago medical schools were working on
he's in Canada.
Okay.
Working on PTSD treatment.
Yeah, because if I wasn't on Wi-Fi, I would have about...
I got to... They were doing this in the 90s, right?
Yeah, I use wire.
Yeah.
And
He kills you so fast you don't even know you're dead.
All systems.
Go ahead.
They had like 1920 case studies where they were doing this method, and it worked.
And they were doing what again? Because I was distracted.
For PTSD treatment.
What were they doing?
Anesthetizing the brain.
Wow.
Oh,
that is
interesting.
endless ballistics to the face.
The medulla area, you know, the medulla,
Yeah.
the lizard brain.
Whoa, I'm not used to the weird inner sphere.
Well, apparently, in a lot of PTSD cases,
He sounds lame.
you know how
He didn't
they say the
crank that
brain,
yet.
your connections keep growing and growing, right?
Yeah.
When you learn something new, it makes new connections.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in battle for a while, you start making your medulla starts making connections to keep you alive.
Airstrike
And
online.
a lot of people, the PTSD, hyper alertness, you know,
F6
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea.
and
We're all
that's
on
just
that way
you know
anyway.
parts of it is you're hyper alert. You
Target spotted.
overreact to things,
Yeah.
and your fight flight kicks in
Yep.
Yeah.
fast. And there's a lot of other things that happen, but I mean you understand what I'm saying. There's lots of other things.
Sure.
But basically, what happens usually, it after you come out, your brain will just shut that stuff off after a certain amount of time.
Target acquired.
Like,
Target out the left side.
I think they said the average is it's like 6 times the amount of time you were in combat is how long it takes the stuff to shut down.
Okay.
You know, and stop and go back to normal.
Yeah.
Well, what they call normal, but you know.
Highlander.
I mean, I've seen
Alpha
some
coming up on our side,
stuff
guys.
from the psychology and stuff like that.
There was a
no, he's
article,
not.
I think it was Scientific American, I saw a few years back, and it showed
Maybe shouldn't have gotten rid of my jump jets.
research that they'd done that showed that when you are in an explosion, that the compression wave moves through your brain, causing a spike in electrical signals that pulse through your brain, and they basically lock in the memories that are happening right then, because they super saturate signals through your neurons. And that's why in some PTSD stuff you'll get this recurring
Yeah, we're gonna need
vivid
like data or something.
reality,
Yeah.
because it's
Could
been
someone get gamma,
hardwired
theta,
into your
something?
brain
Anything?
through that concussive
Alright, I'm gonna
wave
go
that
to
went
the
through your
right
brain.
I know, I remember. I have memories. I keep going over and over and over that day.
And they're just like right then, right?
That day,
Yeah.
it doesn't go away. And apparently, it replays in my brain a lot.
Would it be a bad idea to try and push something?
I'm going for theta.
Wait for me. Coming.
any
That
good
gives us
down
2
here.
assaults if you got some cover for a second. 400 out.
Target spotted.
I got a mauler.
Did no one get Epsilon that's behind us? Oh,
Watch it.
no.
Charlie.
Target acquired.
Focus, Charlie.
Target, Charlie, target. Never mind, he dropped.
Need assistance.
Crusader Bravo.
Target spotted.
Oh, I'm coming up behind you.
So many missiles.
Right here with you.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted. Thanks.
Charge!
Need assistance.
fucking get lermed every game. Holy shit.
Airstrike online.
Somebody lock that guy?
Where's the Charlie Tower Wolf still there?
I'm gonna charge Sigma.
He's behind that thing.
25%. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Guys, we have no caps and we're about to lose.
I'm capping.
Thank you.
We really need a cap. I can't help because I'm an assault. Slow as dog shit.
Excuses, excuses.
Well, I'm already dead. I died trying to cap.
More excuses. Just because you're dead doesn't mean you shouldn't try to cap.
Yeah, dude.
Cap
I
and
mean,
Sigma,
if
we
you
gotta
know the
get them.
secret, you let me know. Wow, that Timberwolf is brain dead.
Fuel at 25%. Airstrike online.
Kilo, anybody? Kilo? Or Kappa? I'm sorry, Kappa. Anybody want to get Kappa? They are literally going to win if we don't do something.
Timber's down.
New target
Going for the Marauder,
acquired.
Juliet.
Guys, caps.
Oh, he did.
Juliet's down. Thank you, Kodo.
Anybody that can go like 80 or 90, we got to get caps.
I got 87. Where do you want me to go?
Yeah, we lost, but
Why
I'm gonna
did you-
try.
Fuck, man, nobody tries. Fucking until the very end when it's worth.
I was in taking fire. I couldn't go.
I mean, they were set up for this map. They had all those fucking boats covering.
Besides, I was too busy harassing people that couldn't go, telling them they weren't trying hard enough for me to go.
If we can get Epsilon,
We got some behind us.
Right there.
Where, like F6 or something? Yeah. Too late.
Well, nice try.
Thanks for the game, guys.
GG, y'all.
So, Dream Mist. Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have 2 cats and a dog.
Wow. So, we have 2 cats. My wife's allergic to everything with hair except for tabbies. So, no dogs or other cats. And I'm
That's
trying to
oddly
lose
specific.
as much hair as I can so that she can be near me. But yeah, it's really bad for everything else, but for tabbies, for some reason, it's not a problem. Squirgles. That's funny. That's a funny name. So, does the job at the casino pay pretty well, or are you looking for something else long term, or do you see yourself being there for 10 years, or?
Sadly, I might be there longer than I would like, but I have been recently trying to figure out what I would be good at, like in the real world with a big girl job.
The real world, careful now. Whoa, careful.
I know, it's scary out there.
What do you like to do?
I like providing customer service, and I also, as much as I hate it, my mind loves to do paperwork.
Oh, seriously? Interesting.
Yeah. I can never organize my own house, but I can absolutely organize someone's paperwork.
So if you were in you might find a government position where you're helping people, right? That with good benefits, good pay, and you could be helping people with their filing for different benefits or, healthcare or things like that. You might really like that. Help them solve problems and stuff.
But I once went for county treasurer
We're green.
in my county that I grew up in.
Yeah.
But they hired internally, sadly.
Do you have accounting experience? Do you like accounting, or you just like kind of administrative, organizational sorts of tasks?
Well, in high school, I was really good at the accounting class, and I technically have accounting credits waiting for me at a college that I probably will never attend.
Why?
Absolutely adored accounting. Well, because one, it's an hour and 45 minutes north of me. And 2, I plan on moving to Tennessee within the next 5 to 6 years.
But
Where are you at now?
Can you transfer those?
Minnesota. No, unfortunately, they're not transferable.
That's weird. Well, but you could do a 2. Could you get? You don't want to go to school probably for that long, but would it be a 2 years to finish and get an accounting degree, or would you have to go for 4 years probably to do it?
Board's green.
3, 2, 1, launch. Go ahead.
I am not entirely sure how long I would have to do schooling for. I haven't honestly looked into
Yeah.
it. I went and failed college right out of high school because I went for culinary, found out that was not my shtick.
Yeah.
So then I fell out of the universe trying to find myself. Now I'm stuck in the casino, which I make really decent pay.
Yeah.
At the casino, I mean, I make more in tips than I do, at my base wage.
Oh, wow.
So
I hope so.
good job.
Yeah. So you could, do you make like $17 an hour base wage?
Base wage $14.40.
$14.40. So you're making maybe 15 or 20 bucks an hour in tips.
Yeah,
That's
so
fantastic.
it usually comes out to be $25 to $30 an hour overall.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shoot. Well, you could certainly make more as a CPA, right? Or a bookkeeper. Wouldn't you have to be a CPA to be a bookkeeper? So you could be bookkeeper for small businesses and make 30, 35 bucks an hour pretty easily doing that. And you could do it at home. So,
And where is this at?
Where's what?
What was that?
It's like, where do you make that at?
As a little bookkeeper, you just open a shingle in your own house and you can be a bookkeeper. Or you find businesses that need a bookkeeper.
You have to have customers.
Yeah, but you can find customers. There's small businesses all over the place that either don't know how or don't want to manage their small little business books. And you work for 4 hours a week for each one of them and save them a lot of time, and you make decent money and can kind of, to some degree, have pretty flexible hours. And that's not a bad gig for people that like doing that kind of work. It's great. You can charge 40, 50 bucks an hour sometimes. It just kind of depends. Because CPAs will charge 2 or 3 times that easily. But you don't need to be a CPA to set up. If you know your basic accounting for small business and stuff, you can set up somebody on Quicken or QuickBooks and just spit the reports out that the accountant needs.
That's what a lot of the places use now is QuickBooks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
that's what we was doing at the mill was QuickBooks.
Yeah, I know somebody that went in one day a week to 2 different places, to each, one day each place, while he was working another job that was flexible enough that he could get everything he needed to done in the other 3 or 4 days. And he made a lot of extra income doing that for 30 years, enough to buy another house that they could rent and put away for retirement and everything else. And he wasn't a CPA. He was just someone that could do small business, simple bookkeeping.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just. Oh, there you are. We sink it.
Oh boy,
we got Sinky.
We get to shoot it at each other.
Oh yeah.
We got Sinky.
It says that Corsair's ping is 0 right now on my screen. So Corsair, you just got to get 1 point damage in order to beat your ping this time.
I can do
Way
it.
to set the bar low.
Yes, set the bar. That was very high.
You got this. I believe in you, Corsair. You got this.
It's a metric series,
I'll even
so
let
it
you
might be
shoot
actually
me
higher.
in the leg once just to get a little bit of damage.
Awesome.
I think I got some college accounting books here.
There you go.
I mean, I've I kept a bunch of the books from college
I did
when
too.
I was doing college and university, and
I hate
my degrees and stuff.
I hate bookkeeping.
Some of the degrees I had to take things like accounting and business law and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Which I hated.
Some people, though, you know, it's like some people just love it. They're swimming in the water they were made for. And other people, it's just not for them.
Yeah.
So that's, to me, that is beautiful, that there's different people that love to do different things. I think it's just a great thing.
Reactor online.
I mean, now what I did love playing with was in the mathematics. I love to play with the mathematics.
I thought you were gonna say I love playing with incendiary devices.
I was doing that in high school. What you talking about? I was making things go boom in high school.
Oh no, I forgot what I was in. Oh no.
You're in a mech, I hope, right?
Uh-huh.
Why is
I
my
forgot
mouse?
which one.
Why is my mouse not working?
Well, it's pretty.
Because you're on the other side and we
Did you forget the batteries?
I don't know. It's plugged in. It should be working. I'm stuck. Like,
This is essentially my sandblaster.
Oh.
You have a sandblaster?
howdy, everybody.
Basic.
Come to the dark
And
side.
she knows how to use it.
So are they LB2s, LB5s, LB10s, LB20s? What?
MRMs?
Airstrike online.
Oh no, that's not sandblaster.
I'm back. There we go.
In our group.
My keyboard was fritzing out for some reason. It was confused.
So you're running an MRM 120?
MRM 60 and a couple snubs.
Ooh, sweet.
So nobody wants to hug me, but I give free hugs.
Hopefully your
So we need to
fiance
take
does.
you out first, is what you're saying.
No, do not dive for me. I will be very sad.
Now,
I will cry.
so you don't want me to sandblast you at long range?
I will cry on stream.
We don't want that. Gunfighter, don't make her cry. It's supposed to be a safe place.
I'm actually
Hey, I am a cold-blooded killing machine.
It's bad enough.
I don't
It's
care.
bad enough when I cry on the stream. I don't want my guests to cry on the stream.
Kozo because Kozo is the number
I'm
one.
an old Marine, okay? I don't
Oh,
care.
so you make people
Right.
cry for breakfast.
Yeah, bro. Have you even checked?
Usually I
number
don't,
one.
but you know,
I mean, maybe on the open.
I have no qualms about it. You know,
Oh, dude, you're the hamburger sandwiches.
let's put it this way. When my niece was a youngling, she bit me. I told her not to do it anymore. She did it again. I told her next time I was going to bite her back. She did it again. I bit her back and I drew blood. She's never bit another person since.
I mean, that's one way to teach a lesson.
My stockbroker, when he was in school, elementary school or middle school, I think, middle school, some kid was doing something and it was really irritating him, and he said, stop, please stop. He said, if you do that one more time, I'm gonna jam this pencil through your hand.
We want to make the
And of course the kid did, and he immediately shoved this pencil through his hand until the tip came out the other side.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like something I'd do.
Target spotted.
Last I saw Corsair, he was over by G7.
No, I wasn't.
Heat level critical.
Was that you all shooting
Need help
at?
with golf?
Uh-huh.
Yes, swirling
That big purple bastard.
Golf, please?
Oh, sorry. My language.
Yes.
That purple thing in the back? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I went around.
Yeah, we let
Thank you.
There they are.
Nice.
Oh,
Good job.
We're all over here.
Okay, saved my
I do
bacon.
not like this artillery stuff. I'm not the one
Going for
sending
that
it.
king crab.
Hold on. G7, we're getting flanked by an assault. Battlemaster Kilo.
Airstrike online.
That crab back around the corner. Back off.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Well, Shazbot.
Target.
Are you kidding? More artillery?
Airstrike online.
Yeah.
They just love dropping those on you, don't they?
Airstrike activated.
Don't push around into them, guys. Fall back to Echo 6 where we can provide direct fire support.
Aye, falling back.
The only reason they're hiding behind that ridge is because of our direct fire support. It's not you they're running from.
They're running from me.
No worries,
What the heck was shooting at me?
I feel you. I'm falling back. I'm doing the team.
Sure they're not running from Kozo?
I think they're running from me. I'm Dark
Nah,
Marauder.
they're all running from Kozo.
I'm Hero of the Inner
Only
Sphere.
people who run from Kozo are women and my parents.
Target spotted.
You gotta be kidding.
Weird.
Battle Master Killer is one touch.
See what I mean? Kozo just rapes and pillages.
Critical damage.
Hi, Corsair.
I have you know, sir. All my
Hello.
pillaging is
I
successful.
see you're also in a Marauder too.
Yes. Who's shooting at me?
Nope.
Oh.
Come here, little
Dang
ink
it,
bug.
Kozo.
There's something creeping around with ECM G7.
There you are, little ink
I don't know how
bus.
to say that.
I lost my
Keep
jump
on-
jets. And my large lasers.
Time to move in now. They're running hard.
Oh no, it's choice,
I
not
went to a
choice.
Brisk pace.
Wait. Somebody
It's
put
been-
worms on that Marauder. Kill him.
Yeah. Kozo's got worms on him.
Level critical.
That's the best
On
SRM
that-
carrier in the game. And they put worms
Oh,
on
it's
the
an
fucking
SRM.
room.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Great work, guys. Thanks for the drop.
I gave them all.
Darn you, Kodo. I almost didn't
Four
beat
and
my
one.
pig.
I did
I did it
okay.
for you, you instead.
It was a close
Sorry?
call.
Did it, Kozo. You led us
Oh,
to
I got the
victory.
last kill.
You did? Nice.
Oh, did you get me?
I did not. The only kill I got was that very last
I didn't get
one.
any kills, but I did some damage.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Five did.
That was me. 4 on 1.
Oh, I got 10 assists.
I was already tore up. Hey, didn't you feel my sandblasting, or did that hunchback get in your way? Absorb the rounds from me.
Yeah, the hunchback absorbed from
Corsair,
you
you
and
totally
from me
beat your
'cause he walked
ping. You're
right
good.
in front of my MRM.
Oh, I did.
What?
I did.
Okay, Corsair. What were you running? What mech are you in?
Marauder.
Yeah, he was in the same thing I was, a Marauder too.
I got eaten up by a light.
I did too.
I was helping that light eat you up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I don't know.
Why you
three of you
gang
are.
bang on Corsair?
Oh,
I was in my little thumpy toes.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
I had my little thumpy toes out.
Welcome to Tier 2.
Oof.
Wait, who?
Me, I'm in Tier 2 again. Climb my way back in.
Oh.
Sweet.
Sketchy.
I'll be out soon. Don't worry.
As often
It
as
took
we
a
leave, I
while.
don't see how you're going up.
I know, right?
Well, he does average 500 plus a match.
Not all.
so-
I mean, probably average. Yeah.
I said average.
Yeah, that's probably right. I was thinking, yeah, you're probably right.
Well, at least since I've been running.
If I'm
which-
in my Timber or my Hellbringer, I can do 5, 6, 8, or 1,000. Sometimes 300.
I said average.
Yeah, I think
didn't
you're.
say.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm just painting the numbers. I think you're right.
I mean, I've seen you do 800 to 1,000 in them,
Yeah.
Board screen.
and then I've seen you get dead
in 4.
the first minute.
Yeah. Look, I got 4. Oh, I'm dead.
I've seen you walk over the hill and go boom.
Yep.
I think I've even blasted your back out before.
I can't imagine you would do a thing like that, though.
I mean, I'm sitting there, got my racks running, and you walk right in front of them.
Well, usually it's like a grizzly bear that needs to find a tree to scratch his back. I'm just going by something that'll, rearrange the paint a little bit. So, Corsair, can I help you on your piloting in any way?
I'm trying not to do what you do.
Okay, good. Good. All right, as long as you're doing that, you should be good.
No, I'm just trying different mechs.
What do you feel like you're strongest
you
in when you play, like lasers or DACA or what?
Well, lasers, definitely.
Lasers. And what's your favorite build then that you do the best in?
Mad Cat 2.
Oh.
But I haven't been playing it for a while. and I'm going to play it now.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Unless we sync
Oh.
drop and then you kill me, then I think it was a bad idea. Ill-conceived.
Well, it depends on the mappies and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And how stupid I am.
Dreamer Mist is in the mech lab. Ooh, they're out.
Sorry, was fixing gruff.
That's fine. We're green. 3, 2, 1, drop.
You want a sandblaster? I can give you LBX4.
I don't need that actually. I was just saying sometimes my back itches. It's not a perpetual state.
LBX 40's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Quite.
It's better with a PPC though.
But I enjoy Ultra 20 more than LBX 40. Or excuse me, LB 40 instead of LB 40. I prefer Ultra 40, which actually turns into Ultra 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to do so, you must have the boiler or the
Only
the
problem
Mechcat
is I keep jamming them up.
Mechcat 2B.
I think I'll run that next match. I got something different set up for this River City Assault match.
Oh.
River City.
Oh. We're in the same game again.
River City.
Hopefully we're all on the same team.
Hopefully. Otherwise,
Felt
of course,
bad.
they're going to try to kill me.
You might go for the giant Care Bear though.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's what I took. My giant Care
If
Bear.
his kinder, gentler side comes through when in his mech playing style.
Are you talking about one of those northern bears
Like a Kodiak?
from Clan Ghost Bear?
Correct.
One of the Clan Ghost Bear specialties?
And I turned it into a Care Bear.
A Care Bear. You care enough to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
We're on opposite sides again.
Yeah, you'll have to run with me and check out my mechs. I mean, I've got nose art on all my mechs. You know.
I have nose art on a few. I mostly just do the fancy one-shot skins.
And I had my Trip 7s.
Yeah, I haven't
on the back of all my mechs.
Dreamer Mist, I haven't looked at any of your mech paint jobs. I guess I need to pay attention to that.
Oh, fun fact, you definitely should. I love to decorate my mechs.
So now you're starting to brag, I can see. On my own stream. You're bragging on my own stream.
Oh, my
But
bad.
no, it's okay. Totally allowed.
This one's pretty.
Oh wait, you're still connecting.
Miss B&R does like purple on everything. Bright, shrieking purple.
No, Miss B&R does pink.
Sorry, pink. Why was I saying purple?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons
Oh, I think Corsair's gonna learn.
Howdy, everybody.
all systems.
No, he just feels more secure when things are locked up.
Oh, what was that
Yeah.
it? Uh-oh. That's
What are we locking?
Enemy targets, I'm guessing.
Oh yes, I very much like to get locked enemy targets.
Oh, look, there's like a face on the back of your
At
mech.
about 1,000 meters.
There is.
I love them when they're locked and I'm at about 1,000 meters. I just love it.
Hold on. Let me look at you, Dark.
I don't have a good paint job on this mech. I haven't really decided how I want to paint it yet.
Oh, so
So you're not driving your Hellbringer or your
I'm
Mad
in my
King?
Mad Kitty, but I don't have. It's got the least. Usually, on a mech that has a laser vomit, I'll do something like the hot rod on black, so it kind of just looks like it's on fire. I kind of like that. But
Don't walk in front of me. I'm making sure my groups are
oh
good.
no, I'm probably already in front of you.
Online.
Well, I'm facing.
yeah, but you're too far
Get the
off.
squeeze. I changed it up so I have 4 pulses on this thing.
That's great.
Oh yes, tear open all the armor.
Need assistance.
I eat armor for breakfast.
Jimmy Dean's Mech Sausage Burger.
How's everything looking on the other side of that bridge?
Need assistance?
Alpha Archer?
I don't see any targets
Alpha
here yet.
Archer.
Looks like I'm gonna have to make my shots count.
Need assistance?
We got a mech up there all by himself, getting hammered.
Good kill, thank you.
Airstrike online. Target acquired.
Okay, hey everybody that's over here in Golf 6, let's form a firing line and push this corner. It's a fucking direwolf and like one other mech over there. Don't run up there by yourself. Let's all push together. Okay, now let's all slow walk up here. Let's get it.
New target
Direwolf
acquired.
on the left, they just dropped fucking smoke, so let's keep on moving up.
Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Left leg critical damage. Warning, incoming missile. Fuel at 25%. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile.
Yo, that Timberwolf is fucking hitting me hard.
Fuel at 25%. Center torso critical damage. Left arm critical damage. Heatsink destroyed. New target acquired.
Oops, can't hit him.
Shut down. It's worth under another missile bow like us. I want to. There's some here. Ah, nice. That stalker's right there. Stalker's right there.
Target
Lima's walking
acquired.
across.
Heat level critical.
India, Mad Cat.
Left torso critical damage.
Bravo, Timberwolf.
Heat level critical. Target acquired.
I'm down. Be careful between
Got
the...
one at Fox 7?
In the building.
Airstrike activated.
Stealth Sun Spider.
Watch the arty strike.
Wait,
Ah.
I'm dumb.
Oh, I'm getting attacked. G7.
There's also another one inside
The Hellbringer underneath the bridge.
Heat level critical. Heat sink destroyed. Warning incoming missile.
I'm down. Did 782 though, so I'll take it.
Going after Foxtrot. Oh wait,
Good
I'm
idea.
Oh, there's only 3 of you left.
Yeah. 2 you mean. You gotta uncount fast. CT on that Fox. Blood ass.
Arm critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Left arm
Kilo Fafner.
LRM
Focus
destroyed.
Kilo.
ER large laser destroyed.
They got one heading to our base, Fox 8.
I'm done.
Warning
890 though.
missile.
You got it.
AV activated.
Good try, guys. Nice match.
Good
Thanks for the drop.
game.
Yeah, good job, guys.
That was a good game.
It was a good game.
I don't think I did a lot of damage, but you know. I only did 348 damage, but 8 assists.
Nice.
2 kills with 890. I'll take it.
And I didn't go down, so.
I think did I go up? Yeah, I did go up, even though we lost, so that's good.
Of course, I only had 66 rounds.
Left?
No, total.
Oh.
Looks like Corsair beat his ping again, too. Corsair, you're on a roll.
I was running a pair of Gaussies on a Sun Spider.
Oh, that was you. All right.
Why did I tag you once or twice?
Once for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, get kind of late here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it is late. Like I spent all day at the VA. You know, it's like had to see the vampires and the docs, and it's like.
Oh yeah, they got to draw some blood from you. Dream of Mist. If you want one of my fancy stickers, you're now an official Ghost Lance member. Send me a personal message with a shipping address. If you don't want me to have your real mail address, send it to your boyfriend, your fiance, and I'll send it to him. He doesn't get it though. It goes to you, and then you can put it on your, I don't know, put it on your cat if you want. You can put it on something that you want. I put it on a tumbler because it looks cool. And
you want to put a sticker on a cat?
It's not a permanent solution, I understand, but it can maybe save your life. Who knows?
Oh
I see the mistakes I have made.
What's that?
I see the mistakes I have now made.
You've made a lot of mistakes.
I sure have.
You've dropped with Ghost Lance. That was a bad idea, but here you are. It's been a pleasure having you, and I'm really glad that you're killing on my team instead of on the other team. I don't. It's not that I don't trust these guys when they're against me. It's that I trust that they do want to kill me. Our board's green.
That's fair.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know. It feels aggressive. What? Are you guys green yet?
Oh, Coda.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Dark, I keep telling you, I haven't killed anybody since 1990.
Well, and that's not officially or in flesh and blood, perhaps.
In reality, no.
Yeah, reality.
Yeah. And I think that's admirable. I think that's good that you've, been able to break the habit, so to speak.
Well, I mean, they took all my fun toys away.
The whole reason I don't shoot at you, Dark, is because I don't want to have to clean your mech after.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh God, I hate having to use the fire hose on my aircraft.
I hate having to fire hose the stream host's, bodily parts out of the mech cockpit after I'm done killing him.
That's what I was talking about.
I know.
Hosing the aircraft out after we've taken hits.
Oh, I'm getting sleepy.
I brought her home before once with over 800 hits.
Wow.
I mean, we had over 800 hits.
Somebody beat their ping.
From small arms up to 23 Soviet 23.
Wow.
Ouch.
We got hit by a Shilka.
What? What kind of chopper were you in again?
My first enlistment, I crewed Sea Stallions. The biggest in the free world.
No, I don't know, but I'll go look them up.
Separate matches.
And my second enlistment, I crewed Hueys and Snakes and Cobras. Super Cobras.
Oh, the Sea Stallion, yeah, I know that. They're on carriers a lot, aren't they?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't the Sea Stallion a Black Hawk?
They're on marine carriers a lot.
What's the difference between a regular aircraft carrier and a marine carrier? It just has
about 50,000 tons.
What is a marine carrier? You mean like a marine? I'm lost.
An assault carrier.
So it's not is it an aircraft carrier?
It's an assault carrier. Yes, it is. They're assault carriers. There's 33 of them in the fleet. They range anywhere from 25 to 45,000 tons, and they have well decks in them. The ramps drop, and
these amphibious assault
and the Marines roll out the back.
Amphibious assault carriers is that what they are?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Marine assault carriers.
Okay.
They carry our air groups.
But they don't have air carrier. They're choppers only. They don't have flight decks for
and Harriers.
Oh, a Harrier, anything that can VTOL in, sure.
And OV-10s, and the OV-10s, the choppers, the Harriers, and the F-35s.
Oh, look!
There are now 2 squadrons of F-35s that I know of that are active in the Marines.
It looks like there's a Phantom on this thing. I don't know what it is.
Ahoy!
I'll see if I can find it. I've seen a picture of the Enterprise and the Saipan side by side, and you can definitely see the difference.
Okay.
They were both in dock.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see the difference.
Howdy, everybody.
Go into the cannon, boys.
About 200 feet in length.
Oh, we're against you guys again.
Yeah,
yes, I see that.
Though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, we're going to tear him.
Time for a little
You know,
payback.
approximately 200 feet in length, and a lot of tonnage. And the new ones, they have a 150 bed hospital on board.
Oh wow!
And 6 ORs.
That's a big hospital. I mean, that's where you want one, obviously, but that's big.
let's put it this way: we carry 2 companies of Marines on board.
How many in a company?
A
600?
Marine Expeditionary Unit.
What's in a
Right.
company? How many?
About 400.
400, okay.
And then we carry our air group, which is between 16 and 20 aircraft of mixed variants. When I was in, it was about 10 of those aircraft were
I like your camo.
Hueys,
Focused.
4 were Cobras, 2 to 4 Sea Stallions, and the others were C9s. You know, the double whoppers.
Don't hold up the choke.
Target spotted.
Raven, right?
Target spotted.
But that's when I was in. I floated my first ship was the USS Saipan. My second was the USS Tripoli, and I floated on the USS Okinawa. I mean the Okinawa.
The Okinawa.
Yeah, for some reason, every time we hit a port, the boilers
I'm in
broke,
the wrong place.
and they were down for a week or 2. You know. Then again, every time I went on a mail run. What the?
Target spotted.
Airstrike activated.
Where the hell did he come from?
Need somebody with long range weapons to.
A little one come behind us. That's what happened. And they popped up a UAV. I dropped it. I knocked the UAV down.
Airstrike online. Target acquired.
Young lady.
What?
I said, ouch, young lady.
I did not shoot you.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
She wouldn't do a thing like that.
I would never.
Nah. I was right here when she shot you and she wasn't there.
Oh, and you're just tracking me now.
What?
Oh, come
I wasn't
on.
tracking you. I was just shooting a moving target. It happened to be gunfighter. I just shot him because he was poking his noggin up.
I'm with Kodo. I'm not near you.
I didn't fire yet.
That Warhammer 2C.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online. Airstrike.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's really airstrikes.
I was just
airstrikes.
I was just doing airstrikes. Don't take it personally.
Echo 4 Delta 3 trench.
Spotted. Target spotted.
Grab up top. Bravo.
They weren't aimed at you so much as at your mech.
Need assistance.
Oh, come on!
What? You don't need that.
Ow.
They're flanking around on us from Echo 4.
Target acquired.
Screaming eagle paws.
Warning incoming missile. Target acquired.
Good kill.
New target acquired.
I got a flamer. Not a flamer, but I got one.
Target acquired.
Hi, Corsair.
Hello.
Heat level critical.
Did you enjoy that?
They're up top.
I don't know. Did you enjoy that?
2 times units up top, D4, trying to get around the
How
valley
the
runs.
rifleman took my AC.
1 light up top running around.
Right arm critical damage. Right torso.
Oh, I shut down in front of all of them. Oh, so bad. Didn't know they were all the bad guys were stacked right there. Corsair, are you still alive? Or Gunfighter, I mean?
Yep.
Gunfighter, are you alive?
Fortunately.
Down the hill behind you guys. Step jumped. Help me, Rhonda. Help.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
Acquired.
Juliet down below you guys in the ramp. There you go.
Destroyed.
I fall down now.
Sorry about that. I
got
I hope I
bushwhacked.
didn't have anything to do with that.
You got bush.
I don't care. I'd rather one of you kill
Timberwolf
me.
down in the gully.
You know,
Delta,
some
Delta.
strange bushwhacking shot.
His back's open, probably.
I mean, y'all tore me a new one pretty good.
That was an accident. I was shooting at the rocks behind you that were moving, the same place you were moving.
That Mino rifleman fell down, Dream, so you don't got to worry about that anymore.
I
Delta,
know,
Delta.
because I killed him.
There we go.
I made him fall down.
It warms my heart
Y'all
to
doing
know
pretty
we've
good over
dashed
there.
their dreams of victory.
Yeah, I'm sobbing. Look at it.
Great work, guys. Thanks for the drop.
My heart is on my sleeve.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
That was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I got my butt handed to me, but it was a good match.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Oh man, I went down in pilot. Oh well.
608 with 2 kills.
Nice.
I only got 378 with 3 assists.
I got 2 most damage killed, 1 kill, and 569.
Hey, our Lance did
Oh,
most of the
yeah, we
work.
did some serious work there. Nice. We got 5 of them.
Your Lance got 6 kills.
Just the 3 of us got 5 of them.
Yeah, I'd see
Bane
that.
Zoltan came in just for another one, just for grins.
And Dark got 11 assists. 11 assists there before you got dead,
I
Dark.
shoot everything that moves. I don't always get the kill, but I spread the damage around.
I mean, I'm sure you even hit your own team a
I
few
did.
times, too.
I even hit myself in the foot once. I just shoot everything. Just shoot. It's terrible.
That's funny.
I don't even know what I'm shooting.
I've actually got myself before. With the chainsaw, though.
Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta go to bed.
I got
It's
to fight with a
late.
chainsaw.
So, Dictator Kodo, Dreamer Mist, Gunfighter, and Corsair, thanks so much for the drops and hanging out with me. It's much fun and my pleasure. Valen and Tin Cat and Drax and Shamrock and anybody else in chat there, thanks so much. Hey, I'll raid you. Valen, are you... Yeah, if you're streaming, I'll raid you. We're going to do the raid to Valen. What's your channel? Channel. Maybe I can find it here. Be happy to raid you. Hang on.
What are we
I'm
raiding?
leaving also.
What's that?
That's only Gunfighter. I'm leaving also.
Oh, okay.
I noticed that.
Let me get...
So is Dream still on? I don't have Dream in my friends
Dreamer
list
Mist.
yet.
I'm going to jump out of this.
Yeah, you can see that.
I'm going to jump out of the...
I'm
I'm
just-
going to leave you
Dark,
guys to your...
why don't you invite me?
It's
so
too
I can
late.
add
I'm
to
sorry. It's too late. Go to looking for
should have
group.
Kodo.
And I'm going to find Valen here. So let me go here and go dashboard.
Friends.
Everybody watching the stream, thanks so much for hanging out. This has been Ghostlands. I'm your host, Dark Marauder. I teach you to be a Tier 1 pilot by doing all the wrong things. You learn by watching me fail. then you can apply those hard-learned lessons to your own playing and do the opposite of whatever you see. You'll be a tier 1 pilot before you know what happened. I'm going to raid. I don't have Valen in here, so I have to do a search here. Valen, put... Valen, here it is. I got it. Woohoo! All right, getting ready for the raid, and we're going to do my little outro here, and we'll see you guys next time, which will probably be tomorrow night. Actually, it's going to be Halo. My blind playthrough of Halo, Master Chief Collection. Panzerfaust.
Did you say you're blind?
I'm pretty blind in that game, yes. It's double down on disaster time as Panzer tries to lead me through mission after mission and try to keep me alive. It's quite a task. But it's kind of fun, and so you can join me for Halo watching that. Pretty soon we'll have, after we get through this, we can do 4, I think, playing, but this is 2 players at one time. So until then, here comes... What?
Hey, Dark.
Yes, sir.
If you want some hypoallergenic cat, there's the Siberian cats. They're hypoallergenic.
Oh, Kodo, bless your heart, but you are under the wrong impression that I want more cats. Having 2 cats...
You always want more cats?
My wife wants more cats. My daughter wants more cats. I do not want more cats because the 2 cats we have don't even like each other. Well, one likes the other, but the other doesn't like the other. So we actually have them cordoned off in different parts of the house, and we have to always worry that they're going to get out, and it's just crazy. So no, thank you. No, thank you. But thank you for thinking of my well-being in that sense. Here we go. We're starting the raid. Until next time, this has been Ghostlands and Dark Marauder. See you guys later. Your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. Raiding in. Ooh, this will be Valen. He's a good pilot. You actually might learn something from watching him. Good night, everybody. Here we go. Starting raid in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head on over there, everybody. Raiding now. Good night.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, for those of you joining, welcome. Don't mind the retards on the other end of the mic.
Hey, Dreamer. What's your build from your
No, this is
Widow?
an adult stream. If you're a kid.
Fucking R-word, bud.
Hey.
Your
you
Black
so
Widow
frickin'
Warhammer.
awkward, bud, but you know what?
What's that?
2 AC-10s and 2 ER larges.
Are you talking to me? Sorry.
Interesting.
2 AC-10s and 2 ER larges.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, understood that.
Pleasure dropping with you, Dreamer Mist. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Anytime. Bye-bye.
That's a reach out and touch somebody.
And letting Mittens
Hey, I cleared a path for Mittens to come down.
He's coming down, but he's not the lead. You were in the lead.
I'm over here deforesting. What the hell?
Sorry, that was me. I pulled the dark board on it. Shut down. Sorry, Dark.
Okay, I just did the same thing. Pulling my Dark Marauder for the night.
Let me out of here!
I airstrike the corner. That's mine. That's going into this.
Oh, there's 2 right here. There's one of ours and theirs.
Oh yeah, yep. Theirs is artillery.
I really want to go back where the airstrike is.
Might be safer.
You can. Let's go.
We can't sit here. We gotta go.
Oh, we're gonna have a lightning right on top of us, I think.
Nope, light's dead. It's dead.
Get Bravo. Focus on Bravo.
I'm trying. That's 2.
Bravo's down. Good.
Fox, going to Fox.
Also Alpha. Alpha down.
I gotta get up there to cover
Just
so
do
I
like
can
that.
shoot and not
come
get
on.
smoked.
I see why Dark has a
Ah.
problem. Sinks so damn.
I blew myself up. Alright, that happens.
Taking lead. Nice start. You can get up here.
Oh, did he just get
Next
smoked?
to that.
Yeah,
20
I'm
meters
dead.
away from you.
I smoked myself, technically.
Trying to hit
you.
Gamma.
Nothing in there.
Focus Gamma. I'm coming at. I'm staying on your left.
Ooh.
Hit the tree between me and him.
Focusing still on Gamma. Pushing up.
Come on, crab, poke out from in that tree.
Gamma's hurting. Got your 6 circle. He's cored. He's
Watch
cored everything.
watch your left side.
Keep hitting Gamma.
Oh!
Took another dark Marauder nap.
Come on,
Yeah, I
dude.
need you to not do that right now. I'm surrounded by everybody.
On
He's
Echo.
coming up on me.
On
He's coming
Echo.
up on me.
Focus Echo. Keep Echo off circle.
Echo is very much intent on you now, Word Skull.
Yes, he is.
So I'm telling you guys, watch your left
That's
side.
my airstrike going into them.
Back up.
Got many hits.
Check your left sides.
Oh,
Top
shit.
of the hill.
We got left and right. We need to get out of this little valley.
Peel left. Peel left.
Don't
Go
talk about
under.
it.
Go under the
Good
tree.
idea. Good idea.
Going
Guys,
under.
follow me through H8.
And out of
Phone circle. Phone circle. Let's go. We're ahead.
Check your right hand side. They're going to be up on your top.
Or this turd. Gotcha, bitch.
Coming up behind you. No, I'm in front of you now.
There you go. There you go. Get the Irby.
We got two that just went
We
over the
got
hill to
Irby
Ida's
right behind
side.
you. Right behind you, circle. Irby. Get the Irby. Irby's down.